So, as missionaries, we're asked to learn the language of the country that we serve, which I was excited for and nervous for, just because I know that learning the language can be really hard. And I was worried that it wasn't going to come very easily to me. And to be honest, it didn't. Learning the language was really hard. But there was a lot that I learned from it. There was so many tender mercies or miracles that happened as I was struggling at the beginning to learn the language. For example, the love of my companion showed through so much. I was feeling very alone because she was a Filipino and had broken English, which actually was very good English, thinking back at it. But in the moment, it seemed very broken and it stressed me out. But she went over and above to do everything she could to help me learn by putting words on the walls or on objects and saying and labeling them what they were in Tagalog, so I could see those around the house and learn those words more quickly. As well as I could see the love and the patience of the people, because I'd go and teach them in a language that I didn't speak, and it was a language that they didn't know because I wasn't speaking the language right. But they were patient with me, and they smiled even though they didn't understand what I was saying because it was so broken and confusing for them. And then it taught me the importance of obedience, because I noticed that the more obedient I was, or the more diligent I was within my studies or with adhering to all the mission rules, the easier, the faster that the language came to me, the more I understood, and the more I was able to talk, and the more clearly I was able to talk. And so the language taught me a lot. It was not an easy process. It didn't just come. There was never a moment where it just finally clicked. I am now even learning languages and the language and learning how to speak it correctly. But it gave me an insight into the culture. It gave me an insight into how much people love you even if you can't communicate with them clearly or perfectly in their language. And it gave me an insight into the miracles that can happen when you are willing to put the Lord first and do everything that He asks. Then He will qualify you, and He will give you opportunities or experiences to be able to do what you need to. And so I know that learning the language, although it was a big trial and a big struggle, has forever changed the way that I view the Lord's promises and the way that I view my commitment to keeping His commandments or keeping my covenants with Him, because I know that He really will deliver if He asks. He's not going to fall short. He will go above and beyond as long as we do our part. And I say those things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.